All right, live. We're here. We're there. We're everywhere. Do do do. Well, we're here. We're there. We're everywhere. We're mentally ill, but we don't stare. So, what does it mean to have a problem that you take medication? They call it mental illness. Don't ask me why that's the name. I mean, ask the experts. They say, well, it means that, but it doesn't mean what it says it means. First thing they tell you, because, that's what they tell me. It's like, oh, I don't really mean mental illness, man. It means like, they treat it different for some reason. But they're the ones treating you for it. But then they're saying they, and they say, the word they does not really mean that much. But then if they doesn't mean that much, then why, when you're talking to people like psychiatrists and psychologists who treat mental illness, say that it's just like, if you need glasses, you need glasses. It's not a handicap to need glasses. And I mean, because, I mean, well, a blind guy is blind, but they make you sound like, well, you're not really dealing with a problem. You're just dealing with a situation. It's like they want to change your words just to explain something to you, like deeper inside your mind. You're really not as sick as you think you are. That's where they have me now. Before it was like, oh man, you can't this and you can't that without. Now it's like, well, you can this and you can that. So, um, it's just interesting. The whole thing is interesting. No illness. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool thing. Everybody should be. No, take your medicine. Follow the script. If you play off key, you'll get sick. If you don't take your medicine and you play around, everybody will have a frown. So it's like, oh, the mental ill thing. I mean, what? I mean, it's like, here's this guy beating his wife, watching me on the tube, and he's like, man, mental illness. Is that what I got? I don't know what you got, man. I was watching this cop on YouTube. He was like saying, I don't want to deal with all this stuff. He was like, come on, everybody's doing, yeah, he was a bad neighborhood, it sounded like. And it's like, I got to put up with all this. You want to kill cops? He's like, leave me out of it, man. Just stay away from me, then. I mean, that's not what he said, but I'm not using his exact words. Exact words doesn't always mean what the other person's saying because they go, no, that's not what I meant. So if they say that's not what I meant, obviously the exact words they're saying is not what you think they said by the words they used in the first place. So why would you use someone's exact words to explain something when that's not actually what they were trying to say? I just think that's funny. Instead of saying like, I think they're saying this, and then they can respond like, so you're saying I said this? Yes. You're saying I said that? It's like being tuned or being out of tune, you know? Like some say, well, he said black, he means all black. He said, no, or he said the border, or he said people were coming over the border, or he said it wrong or something. And then they go, oh, you used the wrong words and you meant it because we know that using the wrong words, you mean it because you never use the wrong words because you're so smart. But then they've always called them dumb for so long that, I mean, what the heck is going on? The truth is going on, man. Deal with the truth, boys. We're tired of going to Woodstock every damn day listening to you guys popping these pills and spitting on our soldiers, man. And then you say it's all the bad guys' fault, which are, supposedly the guys that fought for us and stuff. What are you guys talking about? It's interesting. I don't get it. Tell me what's going on. I mean, come on, man. Rock and roll is here to stay. And they're like rocking, playing the instruments and going crazy. They're doing drugs. And now they're saying, look, don't do what I did. Because it's getting worse out there, boys. It's like, so it's getting worse, but they're like so into it. They're like driving themselves into the ground trying to explain themselves. Now, which were the real Woodstock? Was it the bands that were the problem? You know those band people, man. We didn't do it. We were just playing music. And like the people in this, in like the party were like, "Hey, we're just partying, man. We didn't, hurt little kids or nothing. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, we believe in abortion stuff like that, but we don't kill little kids, man. Like those bad soldier dudes." And that's the past, so don't worry about it. So what are we gonna do now? Don't they feel like they're rushing you? Like here you're trying to explain. So I was talking to my therapist about something, and he's like, come on, get to the point, get to the point where I can go home because I'm tired." He don't want to hear what I have to say. He wants you to hear it. I don't know. I guess he don't want to hear nothing, as far as I'm concerned. He just feels like I'm doing good. I don't need to talk to him about it. So I'm going to talk to you about it. Because maybe he's right. Maybe he don't need to hear it. Maybe someone out there needs to hear it. Because I don't know. I mean, I say, well, I'm making a movie. He says, well, go call the people that'll work on it for you. Don't just sit and talk about it. So I thought, well, I can't just talk about it. You said don't do that. You feel like they're trying to control you, like you're a puppet on a string? Don't listen to that talk. He talk crazy talk. It's like everybody thinks it's the woman that's in trouble. It's the whole country's in trouble. They got Democrats there saying, please listen to us. Listen to us. We know how to talk funny. We know how to be good. We know how to do the right thing. But they don't. They don't. They don't know how to be funny. I can say something funny about Republicans. Yeah. Okay. One day I was Donald Trump. I was Donald Trump and I was looking around and I said, you know what? I can take the land. And guess what? He became president instead. They go, what's so funny about that? What's so funny about that? There's nothing wrong with it, dude. But according to the Democrats, must be something wrong with his mind if he didn't take the land. Well, that's fine. Okay, I said the joke. Just kidding, Democrat. Just kidding. No, you can't choose. That's the way we are. Well, if it plays out, it's even funnier. Wah, wah, wah. All right, here we go. A shooba gabba dooba dabba hooba dabba doo. Ibba dabba dibba dabba single kind of blue. See, I was singing the blues there. You didn't know it, though. Okay. Is there? Now, I should do classes. Like I could do classes on humor over the internet. Like, what is funny to the average Americano? That is. How about that guy that waves and goes like this? Who is he and why does he do that? Nobody asked. Yeah, it's like, have a good day. It's just funny, and nobody, everybody thinks it's funny. But why? I think it's funny too, but I'm just wondering why they do that. It's like, hey, have a good day. They do all with the doctor or something. I don't know. Maybe that's top secret. Nobody asks. Nobody tells. Nobody asks. Nobody tells. Nobody asks. Nobody tells. Oh, we gotta find out. That's the Democrats. Gotta find out. You know. So they're trying to figure out right now. I heard they're looking for the whistle that the president has. It's a dog whistle. They say somehow it gets black people to think they're white and white people to shut up, or I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Well, I think it comes with a code book. They're looking for a code book right now. No, it probably doesn't come with a code book. It's probably like ingrained in us. Yeah. See, they just get kind of gross and sickening. See, it's not that consciously or subconsciously, it's unconsciously. So it's not like your subconscious mind is trying to figure. It's like it's just way back there in the whiteness of your skin. That's what they're saying. But the skin's out here, and now you're saying the whiteness is so deep that we just pick it up with our ears, which goes way into the whiteness of our brain, which I guess only white people have, and all the other cultures for some reason don't have that strong whistle feeling. But yeah, all these other cultures stick up for Trump. I mean, more people voted for Trump than Trump voted for Trump. I guess I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. Anyway, have a good day. And if Frankie don't talk good English, he don't talk good English, he don't talk good English. Have a good day. Maybe one day the president will actually put on a show for you. President Trump might one day. Not while he's president, I don't think. I don't know. He can do whatever he wants. He's free. I'm not his puppet master. God is his puppet master, I guess. But all I'm saying is free as a bird. Ooh. And that's why we do what we do, said the bird. And we're going to fly like an eagle. Have a good day. I don't know. That's a little too much. There's that ketchup and eggs. How's that go? There's like a ketchup and eggs. Anybody remember the ketchup and eggs? Ketchup and eggs. Ketchup and eggs. Special sauce. Special sauce. Sounds terrible, I know. Okay. Special sauce. Now, can you make it smarter than the smartest bear? Can you make the sound of the climbing chair? Can you sing into the astral plane? Can you go where there is no insane? Now, you might think that all this stuff is like important, which it is. There's a lot of important things going on right now. There's people dying, flying, and selling cars. Have a good day. But sometimes you need a break from the sickle and settle and bickle and backle. There's a couple of you probably like me. If you're in a swagger, he's a swagger man, swagger man. Oh, a commercial? If I had a commercial, it'd be like, what's his name? It's like a lawyer. I love lawyers. Yeah, they're just great. No, yeah, fire law. But I like it like he was the law. So, like do 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 do. Now I wonder if a lawyer ever took on a case when nobody would take on the case. Not even the patient would take on the case. Not even the wounded soldier, football player, whatever he is, we don't know yet. Maybe even pro bono. Yeah, pro bono. Personal injury lawyer. Fucker law. It's a law that Fucker has. It's like let's say there's other people who like, well, they give, they do law, but he does Figer law. It's a totally different law. It's a totally different rule book. Comes from truth, love, and the American way. You might not have heard of it, but it's there. Calling on fire, calling high, calling low. No, I mean, I don't want anything really. I don't know. He doesn't realize that he deserves something, said the personality inside of Frank. The personality inside of Frank thinks he deserves something. I don't know. Respect. But how do you get respect without money, says Frager. Well, Trump never gets any respect because of the money he has. It's true. So maybe we need more. I see. So anyway, where was I? Respect. Yeah, it's a very complicated thing. I understand where Frank gets lost in all that. Money, money, money. Money. That's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, because he was misdiagnosed like 70,000 times or something. I mean, they keep trying to wrench you, man. You're like one of those poor dudes, man. Everybody looks and says, "Damn, someone should help him." It's not gonna be me, cause he said bad word to me, and I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him good. And he doesn't want any help because he's self-efficient. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we're all self-efficient. We realize that. That's why we all can take out our own trash. We all can wash our own clothes. Maybe I go out buy, well, cut down our own tree and make our own toilet paper. No, that wouldn't be right. That's. Have a good day. I'm out of here. I mean, that's the limit, ain't it? I'm the one that came out stopping the, but I said, Dad, really taking away all their toilet paper. Really a bad thing, 'cause I thought it was a good thing. Well, I was saying, like, we were just, I just told my dad I thought it was a good deal. I was just a little kid. He said, ooh, paper, toilet paper, I could do that. So he talked to the guys, and they said, yeah, we take your toilet paper to Russia, for Russia with love. And I go, come on, man, they keep the toilet, the people don't get it, it ain't fair. Anyway, it was a toilet paper situation. It was either that or blow them up or something and start from scratch. So he has people inside him, and then people say he's possessed. And they don't want him out because they sound too smart to understand. Matter of fact, they could go to concert halls and play great music, and you have to come home to the little Frankie spot. That's why maybe they don't do it, because the Frankie spot is where the conscious mind is stuck. Can anybody help this dude? Oh, my head's hurting from all that twisting and banging. It'll be all right. Got my own chiropractor. Yeah, we do need each other. I don't care what the pitman says. I mean, you're driving like a car, like you can say, well, I'm the greatest car driver ever existed. They're not saying that's not true, but somebody had to put on your tires every once in a while. You burn them out. Oh, the pitmen. They're the ones that believe in cherries. Yeah. Yeah, if you have a cherry, you're going to have those pits. There's a little bit of anger inside. There's a bit of love for you. A little bit of discourse for you. There's a little bit of dysfunctioning for you. Look at that nose, man. I think it's the TV screen. What do you guys think? You think it's my nose? Let's see, if I go like this, it's not so bad. But if I go like this, like boom, boom, the nose, it's like I don't know. It seems like if you flamed up, but then like this, it's a shadow. It's like a weird shadow. It's like, see, isn't that weird? Yeah, let's figure it out. No, don't ruin it. Why should the Frankie have all the good music? Mm-hmm. I know sometimes we just crazy old Frank, crazy old Frank, crazy old Frank. He plays that music high. He plays that music low. He plays that music with his nose. He plays that music high. He plays that music low. He goes in dipsy, dipsy, dips, and then you know. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. Playing some music to get uptight. So it all bases down to the reality of the clown. My music is better than your stuff. Your stuff ain't even. Look what happened to me in Nashville. I broke my finger. They even mentioned about my hand, but they didn't look. They didn't X-ray him, check him out. They just kind of, hey, look, you got black fist. Man, you should check that out. But did they check it? No, he just said, you should check it out. You're the boss. You're the man. You're the one. You keep walking, boy. That's what he said. That's like worker at the hospital. I St. Joe. Yeah, he's like, come on, man, move. I said, all right, I moved. Move again. I know, no problem. No problem. He's probably drunk that day. It probably was his Democrat way of telling me that I should have a fortune of pain. He tells us to stay away, but we don't go away. So they try to add some pain to make it all feel better. I don't know. Sounds good. And then I keep walking, and I keep talking, and I don't give away the pain. I tell them I'm in pain. Yeah, you gotta tell them if you're in pain. It's your law, boys. And they know everything. You know, you said you're in pain. They said, no, he's not in pain. He lie again. It's not that you didn't say it. They just decide what you mean by what you say it. He don't even know what he's saying. It sounds like confusion words that don't even make sense. Now the words ain't even words, as far as I'm concerned. And then you feel much better, and then you go home, scratch your head, feel a little bad, go back in the hospital. They wrap you up in Chinese cloth. Hey, don't step on the papers, the rice papers, man. In this one hospital, I saw this guy. I says, hey, man. I said, these are patients we were talking. I said, hey, man. Because the staff hated me because I have eye drops at this different hospital. And I had eye drops I had to take for my glaucoma, and they weren't giving them to me, right? So I went to the doctor. And I says, doctor, I need my eye drops every day. I got glaucoma, man. I don't want to lose my vision, right? So he yells at the nurse, right? And they just come up with something really big, and then I don't know what he came up with because I don't read all my own records, which I guess I'm allowed to read. But by the time you get all those shots in you, and you realize something was written, it's kind of hard to figure out where's the door, man. Yeah, they're giving me Haldol shots because I don't know. And he sent me to my room one time, and I went to my room, and I'm like, why did I go to my room for? I didn't do anything wrong. So I walked out of my room. Man, my feet got heavy. That's all I know. Then I started walking the halls, and I was singing this song, how's it go? I might have the timing of this whole thing a little mixed up, but I was singing this song. It was going, how's it go? Hmm. Something like, the fire, the fire lane or something like that. Walk in the fire zone. walking in the fire zone. I was walking the fire zone. Bam, bam. You know? It was right down the middle of the hallway, not on the left side of the hallway, not on the right side of the hallway. It's right down the middle where the exit signs are. You know, the exit signs are never like over here or over there to get to the door. It's always down this hallway. So I was walking the fire zone. I mean, if it's an exit sign and you're walking straight towards the exit sign, but I did the exit sign, then I would turn and find the other exit sign. Because obviously you can't get out. But so I just walk in the line, walk in the fire zone, walk in the fire, because they wouldn't let me talk. Every time I try to talk, it's almost like they knew that Frank wasn't out. Oh my God, they knew that this other part of me actually exists. I mean, they knew that a different part of my brain was functioning, and they tried to stop it. I wonder what their reason was. It must be something very complex, some very interesting, because this part probably doesn't have freedom in the hospital. It probably has, gamma rays come out of its words or something. Yeah. Or they say something that really, really upset the staff or something. Walk in the fire zone. Well, I had to get to the fire zone to be able to talk. I think that was the problem. Okay, so I got my eye drops. I'm taking the dang thing. It's a long time ago. So what are we gonna do now? I mean, that's how my therapist talks, which is fine because I get it because that's the past, long time ago. So he said to work, talk about yourself or something. Write it down. You know they have dyslexia, the kind that's, I mean, it's not the kind of dyslexia where you just, it's the kind of dyslexia where it's emotional, just like my eyeglasses are emotional too for all it are. But I still need them. I can't see without them. It's just a fact. It's a total fact, and my dyslexia is a total fact. The neurologist proved it somehow because he's a neurologist. uh, you just can't do something. You just can't do it. Everybody knows you just can't do it. But then when you can do it and then not do it, it's just bizarre, isn't it? And that's the fact. Now, some people say, "Well, I don't have to believe that, do I?" No, you don't have to, but it's true. You don't have to believe it, but don't beat me up because I'm telling you my truth. It doesn't have to be your truth, thank God. Now, I know this happened in America, the United States of America, not the northern part, like Canada, where we don't have to worry about them, or the southern part, like, the Mexican border, and we don't have to worry about that. No, this guy named Frank David Rubino, whoever this guy is, I guess he could be me for all I know. Well, I try to help him. Well, you've been trying, but you can't do it by yourself, right? I think that my therapist is a loss for words because he's only seen me once a week. He wanted to see me like never. I could kind of tell by talking to him. It's like, well, sounds like you're great. Sounds like everything's fine. He's just waiting for you to come up with something else to say, and he can just try to push you out of the office. I just don't know if that's the right way to handle it because that's how I feel. I should probably tell him. I should probably call him up. No, I'm on the phone right now. I should probably tell him, Mr. So and so, Mr. Doctor Man. No, he's just a therapist. He's been around for a long time. He's seen a lot of stuff. Straight jackets. He's seen it all. He's an older fella, yeah, retired. You're crazy and you know it, and your life will surely show it. You're crazy and you know it, and your life will surely show it. You're crazy and you know it, and your life will surely show it. And that's how you find out. Well, that's all there is to find out that you have mental illness. Sometimes you don't figure it out. Everybody's looking at you. There's something wrong. I mean, like it's not because anything or something. It's like, what would you call a mental illness? Take away all the garbled words that we really don't know what they mean, or words that other people have made up to justify their actions to deal with someone that's in society that they just don't understand. It's very complex. So they have to come up with a strategy, a plan. Let's see. Hmm. How would we do it? I don't know. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, interesting. Love is the drug I'm thinking of. Ooh, can't you see? Love is the drug for me. And they go, well, see, it all has to do with sex. That's what the first guy said. Yeah. The guy of psychiatry says, well, it all has to do with sex because it seems like they want some kind of love or something. And, and that fits into the word love in a way, sex and love and confusion of love and sex and love and sex and the kids and the birds and trees and the apples, the bees. And the other guy says, well, it's kind of a spiritual intervention, behavior modification type of situation. And he says, oh, well, that makes more sense. Okay. Maybe they both make sense in different situations. I don't know. Well, what do you think? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Let's find out. Boom, 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 boom. Oh man, it's sad, but true. It's true, but sad. It makes you happy. It makes you glad. But what are you? You're steaming hot pillow for all I care. Now just go away. A steaming hot pillow. Mental illness could take you to a steaming hot pillow. What's a steaming hot pillow? Well, your head sweats, and that really seems out. I don't know. It tried everything, man. And yet, I still am myself. Amazing. Crazy, but amazing. So what do I get out of the medicine? I don't know, but I gotta go because my back hurts. But I would say what I get out of the medicine, it kind of relaxes me a little bit. Kind of makes me ponder a little deeper, a little slower. I don't get as frustrated when someone doesn't understand. And that's the key because if they don't understand, it's not their fault. It's not my fault. It's just the fault of communication. Yeah. Communication breakdown. Communication breakdown. Motor City shakedown. Talk to you later, bro. Bye.